traveling with Enki, I don't know, the first empress, who apparently had been inside the robot 6 all this time. Although if you've watched my previous videos, you know I have a big dilemma about uh, how that actually works and if it makes sense. But anyway, we're not going to get into that again. Bashing my head against a wall. Apparently there was an empress inside the robot. Whatever. So we lost 6, which is sad face, and we've got 2 cranky people on the ship. Yay, I guess. Not cranky, just unpleasant. Let's go with unpleasant. What else was there? Miari, the professor, had sent Remba. We found out, right at the beginning, we were sent off by Miari to find Remba Janiki, who was a roboticist. And we believe he was dead. We found his ship. It was all explodey. But Miari told us in the last one that she had sent Remba off trying to find out the cause of the fall. In this universe, they believe in something called the loop, where everything's coming back around. And each civilization at its height has a collapse. A pretty standard fare story-wise. And Miari wants to find out what is going to make Iox fall. What's going to be the cause this time? Because she wants to prevent it, obviously. I mean, it's her life, her world. But it's like, it's going to happen, isn't it? If the loop is real, if everything just keeps happening over and over, it's in a slightly different way, which reminds me of the Wheel of Time books, obviously, which is cool, then it doesn't matter what she finds out. It's going to happen. So, sucks to be her, I guess, but she's trying, because what else can you do? You don't want to lose your life. I just had a sudden oh, have I unmuted myself? It's all good. Yeah, so she now has decided to tell Alia about this, and that she now has to go and look for what might cause the fall. From what Alia has found out through Remba, as we've traced his steps, so there's something called the Heaven's Vault out there. And it's got something to do with the fall, perhaps. We asked Huang, our friendly librarian in the tiniest library in the world, if he knew anything about it, and he could only recall a children's rhyme, which basically implied that Heaven's Vault was a boat, kind of like maybe an ark, to take you away from what I think it was like a sinking island in the story. So maybe, because obviously, legends passing down can turn into little stories like this, and this one happened to be a children's rhyme. So it may be that Heaven's Vault is a way to escape whatever's going to happen in the fall. But it doesn't sound like that's what happened before. There's a lot more that happened. A lot more backstory. We have the VODs highlighted if you want to get more into that, but that's as far as I'm going to go with recapping. I felt a little recap was due, as we've been away for a couple of weeks. So we are aboard the ship, and okay, it's saved there. Interesting. It has an annoying save system. I don't have control over it. We're heading towards Renaki, or Renaka. Sorry, I pronounced it incorrectly. I think it's where Remba's from, but I think he definitely went there. We're trying to find out more about Heaven's Vault. So let's finally get into it. I'm not getting any sound from the game, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get any sound yet. Let's have a quick look, see if I fiddled. Okay, sound is on. Oh, did you, Gab? You literally wrote notes from the VODs. That warms my heart. Notes are awesome. Yeah, it says it's on, so if we don't get sound, we'll just restart, We are very familiar with a janky beginning. Sailing through Eagle's Pass, rivers of water and air flowing between scattered moons. So you can see the map behind us. We've got some unknown sites that we haven't quite pinpointed where they are. We are just leaving Elbarath, where we dropped off our former friend Oroi. I thought we were on Iox. Maybe we skipped through it. It is yellow. Let's have a click. Iox is the home of the university. As always, I could show some of my recent finds to Huang. He might have an opinion on my translations. I could go there next. Did it save everything? Okay, I'm suddenly really paranoid. We had a bit of a wibble. We were down on Elbreth and we got stuck. I couldn't select anything, but we managed to get out of it. No, let's just continue. If it wobbles, we restart. That's all we can do. So we're going to plot a course to Renaki. Huang told me about a trader called Amadou who knows about an ancient observatory. Could it really be the one that Remba wanted to find? I've never been there. I could go there next. We are going there next. Sail.
The Renaki Reach is famous for smashing boats to splinters. The Renakans are said to make their boats from solid iron.
Okay. Okay, I'll remark because I'm just putting some hand cream on. The well springs, Enkai. I'm going to say Enkai until they say it a different way. The air they pour out, the air we breathe. Where does it come from? It takes a long time for all the text to come up as I change the settings. Where do any of us come from, cretin? I can't remember her. Oh no, we missed the tiny fat kid. Backspace. Okay. You came from a hole in the ground in Iox. I didn't get to read it. I'm a bit flustered. Apparently it did. I'm not going into it. I'm not going to rant again about that. Yes, yes, I saw that the audio was working. Thank you. I'm so bad at sailing. Though I assume I did not grow there. I think she had a bit of a entitled posh voice. I don't do voices very well. It's just slightly different than my regular. She gonna say something else? The route leads straight ahead. Okay. One of my frustrations narratively is how Alia's just been really blasé about the fact that her robot turned into the first empress. You'd think she'd be more excited as a so-called historian, but she was just like, can we turn her off? Okay. What if the rivers aren't natural at all? We asked this already. Maybe we missed it. What if they weren't created by storms or magnetic fields or anything like that? I don't know who's speaking, so I don't know what voice to do. They're all the same anyway. What else could they be? At least we've not got the music, so we're not going to get the old copyright. I don't know. Whoosh. Going through a nice pink nebula. Something whole. Something whole. What does she mean? Something with a design. Okay. There's the music. There are no designers. Imagine a ship dragging floes behind it, the way a plough drags out a furrow. Furrow. I can do it. Tapestry of cloud and smoke. Ooh, approach ancient shipwreck. Yes, please. The well springs drive the flows, Alia. Are we doing anything? The structure has long since fallen apart, Alia Alazra. The rivers have washed this place clean. Great, I'm glad I stopped there. You should turn right shortly, Elberithian fool. I like it when she insults Arya. It's just so casual. I'm gonna pass control. Minimize how much we might get muted. I think I missed it. Brilliant, brilliant. Don't tell me you believe the well springs are natural. They exist in nature, Alia. Come on. Gee. I feel like if you have the option to pass control, you should always be able to just hit that key and pass control, not when it decides to pop up. Maybe we're a bit late in the game to start. Oh, there it is. Take the tiller for me. There we go. Yeah, and it's like Enkai, understandably from a gameplay point of view, has to take on some of the... We've reached uncharted waters, okay, we have to actually concentrate a little bit. Take on the duties that Six had, you know, hopping us to places, navigating, but I don't know why she would... I wish they'd talked about it. It just seems a little bit, oh well, you need her to do this because Six isn't here. I don't know. I suppose it was from you. It was from you. Give me a bit more information there. The Renaki Reach. That's how Remba learned about that buried ship he went digging for. Legit don't remember a buried ship. Naturally. Yeah, Six used to belong to Remba. But that kind of implies that Enkai was always there. I get so confused. Renaki, a market moon, far beyond the reach of Isles.
We came to Renaki like thieves, hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high, blank walls.
And we're high. Sounds busy out there. 12,000 people living in a sewer. We'll never find Amadou here. We should go. She looks cross-eyed to me, she always has. I won't give up before we start. I'm sure I sped up the text. How plucky of you. This way. I kind of like it. But yeah, she's just... Oh, Huang would have loved this place. Because it's got 5 books. Yeah, it's got a bunch. I've actually got as many books as he has. I suppose that's why he came. Huang is your husband? What makes you say that? You sounded disappointed in him. Ouch. Ah, the camera angles, they're my favourite. Have we finished talking? Who knows? Who knows? I am confident Amadou is not hiding in this alleyway, Alia. For the last time, is this wise? We are far from Isles. We are likely to attract considerable attention. You will, you mean? Helpful as always. Mostly, yes. Though once you begin asking questions, perhaps that will change. The fringes of an empire are always where rebellion starts. I should know. guess we're done because the music's kicked in. No, you're going the wrong freaking way. Oh, she stopped. Act natural. Hopefully no one will realise we never went into this alley. Why would they be watching you? Oh. Can you put your cape up over your head again, please? Certainly, mistress. I hate it when she pretends to be 6. I hate it so much. Give it back. I'm ready now. I hate it, I hate it. I
We
can't
snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street.
Bustling street, there's literally no one.
Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
Oh my god, bustling. Why is it so loud? Is that you now, 6? Of course it isn't. I'm wearing your robot's face. See? It's cool. Please go away, music. It's just suddenly really, really loud. I haven't changed it. We go in here? Of course not, that would be like exploration. Amethyst plums! Anyway, any signs of ruins on this moon? No, Elberathian. This moon appears well inhabited. Nothing here is old. Someone just call me. Good faith do you find lady with the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? We're not going to do some accents, it's going to be painful. Good faith to you. Right, everyone can hear the music, right? It's not just me. You're new here, I can tell. You've never seen fruit this good before. Carnival crepes, busy just today. What are those? She would be curious. She came from slums and the university. Ah, the lady is from Iox. Something less exotic then. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat fist. Where'd you get your fruit from? It's all very uniform. It's just this humming sound. It's really stressing me out. It seems very fresh. It is fresh indeed. I grow it myself. How about a red pomelo? Must take a lot of water. I'm careful to reuse and take from the rain. Well, do let me know if you fancy anything, fine lady. She's boring, so she's going to take an apple. I hate apples. Well, I dislike apples. Let's not get intense about it. Maybe if we buy something, he'll talk. Just an apple, fine lady? I have buttermelons, ripe sour berries, wet fruit. Most people like my fruit. Oi, oi. Sour berries then. That sounds a bit hard, doesn't it? Hunnet, fine lady. I prefer jewellery and gold. You want to trade jewellery for fruit? She's not blending in very well. Jewellery is very good for trading, good lady. So is fruit. We're going to offend him. Offer something small. Oh no, not the scratch compass. Fine, whatever. Scratch compass. How about this? I have no idea what he wants from me. I thought it would be cool just get an apple. Pretend we had money. I've seen better. You have a deal. Your fruit, fine lady. I suppose your servo will carry it. My servo? She's very casual about her artifacts. Oh, you mean the robot here? Indeed, fine lady. She's just not subtle. That's how I'm playing it. I do not own one, of course, but several of my rival growers employ them. Yours is in better condition than most, certainly. Where do they get them from? A man named Amadou. There we go. He is a dealer in servos. Interesting. He is in town today, I think. You will most likely encounter his entourage. Whereabouts would I encounter them? In the plaza. Good faith to you. I think we offended him. I don't recognize half these fruits. Oops. Do you grow them locally? He said he grew... I grow them in my tubs, on my roofs. Okay, let's just pipe down. I am blessed with several roofs. Great, good job. Good job, roofs are great. Just stand there and don't... Fuck it. Yeah, I know, Cowlin, it was insane in my head. There's nothing I can do about that. It's not... If I turn down the music, it would turn down other things too much. It's just a weird sound effect they put in every now and again. I've tried to fiddle with it before, and it just have to let it pass. It's really annoying. I don't know why they put it in. It's stressful. I'm gonna actually fiddle with it though. It would be music, but then we turn down the music on the rivers, which would be a shame. I don't really know. I'm gonna speed up the text a little bit. There's a reason why. All right. So I think we did pretty well, even though I was playing her as being really unsubtle. We got him to say Amadou, so we didn't just ask, because that would be remarked upon, but it just came up in natural conversation, so that was pretty cool. Okay, she is interested in exploring. She's not been here before. Rugs. I could get one for the professor. He's doing it again. The office could use more colour. I'll turn it all the way down now. For now, I don't know what they're thinking with this random stress noise. See? Oh, I turned the music all the way down. It's not music. Okay. Maybe it's... Sorry, I'm a bit cranky today. I do apologise if I sound snappy. It's not speech. Is it UI? Or... Can't be UI. SFX. I'll turn that down. Let's see. Okay. Or for Timor. The bar could use a rug. Perhaps if the archaeology does not pan out, Alia, you could simply trade rugs around the nebula. Okay, so one of those worked. I reckon it's SFX. I'm going to turn the UI back up a bit. I don't know why. Sound effects. How? Why is that a sound effect? I'm so mad. Okay, we've got... Oh, way down there with books. Is that the way we came from? I get lost really easily, by the way. Yes, it is. Okay, remark. The people here seem affluent. My analysis of the air suggests a high moisture content. There's a few more people through here.
The market of Renaki seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Renaki ever slept, but if they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
Wow. Seems a little judgmental for the first time she's been here. Yeah, it seems to be an SFX, but it also means I can't hear any ambient noise now. But that's better than having the stress noise. Okay, pottery. Yeah, we're checking out the market. There seems to be nobody actually, apart from that one guy. They can't sell all of these, surely. Unless they break them after every meal. There's nobody like working, apart from that one guy with the fruit. Keep your eyes open. Or an entourage. Whatever that means. Does she literally not know what the word means? My eyes do not close, Alia. They do not exist.
Fountain was messing about in the middle of the square,
okay.
spitting at passers-by.
Was it though? God, she's so negative she actually makes up problems. Can you imagine a fountain like this on Elberath? Just spilling water into the street. Where does the water come from? Looks tidy to me. Is there a wellspring like right here? No, wretch. I believe the water is pumped up and cycled. A show of wealth, then. Oh, little face. I hate that she's got Six's face. At least put on a different expression. Do you think anyone will stop me filling a bottle? I doubt the water is drinkable. The water would still be worth a goat or two on Elbereth, even if it isn't drinkable. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Iox. Iox is staggeringly wealthy, Alia. Iox is wealthy enough not to trade. I just keep waiting. I think maybe she will say something important or useful for the story, but no. Baskets, there we go. Lovely. Woven from grass. Peasant stuff. Indeed. Seriously, there is no one working at the stalls. Is it a cook? Hungry, NK? I haven't eaten in almost 550 years. I miss it more than I miss sex. Half of these stalls don't have merchants. Oh good, it's not just me. Aren't they worried about thieves? Perhaps these people are rich enough to be honest. Or perhaps the punishment for stealing is extreme. I don't want to risk turning up the SFX right now. Best not to go wandering off. This is a big moon. Books. Not many on Elbereth can read. Do people here read? Of course we read, says the top of that person's head. Did you say Elbereth? Oh, they're literally sitting down. I'm from Elbereth. Oh. Elbereth isn't very nice, I'm told. Unlucky places never are. No, I suppose not. Yes? What's your book? She's trying to be friendly. It feels very awkward. I like books. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? What? This is a weird conversation. This is her long lost sister. Of course not. Well then, this is great. I have a friend who loves reading. Oh, maybe we could set him up. Find a nice lady for Huang. He was here on Renaki quite recently. I see. His name is Huang. I wonder if you met him. I'm sorry. I don't think so. But do you mean he sailed here? Did you? Well, I work on Iox. There's libraries there, apparently. This is such an awkward conversation. Iox? Oh, she's smiling. I've always wanted to visit a real library. So would I. Iox has 3. Does it though? Thousands of books. You called Huang's place a library and it has like 50. Some are so old no one can read them. You're teasing me. You should sail there sometime. I don't think so, lady. My soul is pure. What do you mean by that? Only what everyone knows. The rivers damage the souls that sail them. Okay. Some people say reading is sinful. I read and sail. Fucking hell. Alia, you're such a rebel. How appalling. I'm sorry, but most people wouldn't just say it like that. Doesn't your husband complain? I don't have a husband. Of course you don't. How can... Oh, no, she's not going to say that. I'm an archaeologist. Of course you are. Of course you are, Alia. I find old sites, ruins. She's going to hate this. I love it. I'm interested in history in other places. Really? I read books for the same reason, I suppose. But I'm sure you're on the wrong moon. There's nothing like that here. Please excuse me. I don't get much time. My father will have me back at the accounts soon enough. His name is Amadou. He's a trader. They're like throwing him at me. That's his stall on the roof over there. Oh, wrong person. You could buy yourself another servo, perhaps. That's a big stall. It looked like Enko was saying it. I got a bit confused. Yes, it is. Good faith to you.
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
She does cut in randomly sometimes. Bear with me. Go away. There we go. Okay, onwards. Shoes. A lot of sandals, it looks like. Where's the shopkeeper? I could steal a pair and run off in them. Perhaps they are so badly made they would trip you up. She's winning me over. She's got sass. Bread? Alia's very good at identifying products. Good job, Alia. Smells good. Must be fresh. Vases. I like the colour of the turquoise ones. I could keep my paintbrushes in them if I painted. Or flowers. You sound like you've never seen a jar before. I wonder what people here use them for. Water. They have a lot of it. All right, we're going to go over to Amadou's place now. So I'm going to risk turning the SFX back on. I guess I will just have to shut... Oh, the SFX is quite... I don't know what... How did we have it before? Didn't pay any attention. I'm going to put it there and there. We'll see, we'll see. Fiddly fiddly. There. Now we can hear some ambient noise. Can you guys hear the ambient noise? Some birds. Have some water. It's a bit quiet for me, so I'm turning it up anyway. And turn the speech up a little bit, just in case. That's better. Oh, hang on. There's something over here with the fruits. Oh, berries, no less. Thrilling stuff. And other fruits. Amazing, all these fruit sellers don't end up fighting each other. Quite possibly they do. I think we saw everything. Did we look at these pots? Lots of pots. Pots, pots, pots. Oh, jars for water. There's a lady walking around who, for oil perhaps, has a little talk to me thing. No one else does. Seems to sell everything here. I don't even know what's in there. Look in here. Those are lizards, aren't they? Gecko. All colours. Oh. You sell lizards? By gecko? Finest gecko. It climbs walls. Can reach hard to reach places. Sorry, I mean you sell geckos. She's got such a way with people. I don't want a gecko, but my robot does. Okay, I would hate that. We just put a gecko inside there. My mistress is attempting humour. Not robot gecko. Gecko live gecko. Gecko now or gecko later? Gecko later. New gecko, come in a week. How much does one cost? I'm not letting Alia take care of an animal. Hell no. Don't trust her compassion. 33. 33 what? Berries, probably. 33. Good age for a lizard. Gecko, very practical. Very clean. No bathing. But what is it used for? She is practical, obviously. Gecko eats flies. You snapple gecko? Good price. Good legs. Thanks for your time. Don't really get many flies on the ship. I know. Gecko's so adorable, but I can't do that to the poor gecko. Do you think everyone here is like that? Oh, where are we going? Help! It would seem improbable. Surely they would have all starved.
A fat man with a scar flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
This is that guy. It's not fat. It's so judgmental. Oh, there's the lady. Come on. Look, come here, lady. Come. Lady. Because you're going to go and disappear amongst a bunch of ladies who look exactly like you. Come back. I can't go. Oh, help. Come here, ghost lady. No, she's going to go through the door. Fuck. There are a lot more people now. They're just a bit... Oh, talk. Jeez. Forgive me. But do either of you know Amadou? Oh, shit. I didn't tell her to ask that. No, I don't know anyone by that name. Thank you. Bloody hell, Alia. We were being so cool, getting people to bring it up themselves. Farewell, fine lady. We must be along. Oh, she's just... Just when I drop my guard, she annoys me. I took a screenshot of a lizard on a wall during the muted stream. Yes, that sounds like something I would do. Was it the actual muted stream or the stream that had a few minutes muted? Yeah. Oh no, there was a muted stream, wasn't it? Oh, that was really awkward. Bad times. Let's go up. So you've got planks here so robots can get up. This looks interesting. Who are you? You're the robot seller. What do you want? Enki looks angry. What have you done to your robots? Fine, let's just get to the point. Ali's done with being smooth. I treat mine badly, but this is macabre. They're servos, not robots. Are you buying? You've got one already. God. Look, behind him. There's just robots with just moving around. They've got no heads or anything. That means they've not got any personalities in them. They are literally robots in our sense of the word. It is creepy though. And it is a slight development, finally, with Alia, from what she's learned now about what the robots are and were. She had one existential crisis, but got over it. But now she's a little bit like, the robots had people in them. This means the person has been kicked out somehow, and they're just using their bodies. Yeah, it's creepy. My robot can use some adjustments. No way. Let's not risk it. Not buying, no. Then what do you want? Fine. I was told you could help me. But you're not after a servo? I'm looking for an observatory. Are you now? So, the little Ioxian with the big ears sent a bigger Ioxian. But what is my discovery worth to this one? I have found an observatory, it's true. The observatory is just a ruin. We're playing it down, you know? Yeah. Haggling, negotiating. Is that so? Are you sure? I'm a scholar. I read things. Yeah. So you're here from sheer curiosity. I didn't say that. So there is something of value to be found there. Good. Now we're making progress. Perhaps I'll ask someone else. Bit limp that was. Please, fine lady. I merely wish to suggest a trade. The observatory for your robot. You want the robot here? She's not opposed to it. Well now. I'd be willing to make that trade. I'd happily trade the robot, but it isn't mine to trade. That's true, it follows Miari. It's programmed to. I don't see anyone else around. She's a piece of work. Alia Alazra, please. I am not yours to sell. I mean, we can't get rid of the robot because otherwise we can't hop her around. The trust me is like, oh, she has a plan. I'm like, I don't have a plan. But maybe she thinks she has a plan. We'll go with she has a plan, I guess. I don't have a plan. This is the best thing for you. I am worried for you, Alia. I hope my meaning is clear. Are you going to cut away Six's head? She was threatening her, and I can't remember why she bothered. Certainly not. My servos are in prime condition. That they don't have heads is their decision. Ooh. Yours is a masterpiece. Ooh. He's either lying, yeah, sure, he could just be lying, but they've chosen not to have heads. I mean, they're obviously obedient, but then robots, if you you can program them, so they've chosen not to have heads. Well, there's just too many ideas now. Too many thoughts. Is it like a trauma thing? They just don't want to talk to anyone, or they don't want to remember who they were. Ooh. They choose not to have heads. They've decided to only be robots and just leave the past behind them. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to tell him about the moon where loads of them are. I don't trust this guy. Yeah, 3 is best. I want to know what you have before I agree to anything. I can't remember what I did last time. How old is the observatory? What state is it in? Let me tell you about the observatory. I've walked its corridors, seen ancient machines. It's built on 3 levels, each circular, each wider than the one above, so that it looks like it must topple from the sky, and yet it stands. But perhaps that is enough for you. That's not enough. I don't want to give the robot away. It's too interesting. I disagree, fine lady. Now we discuss a price. I've changed my mind. Can we wander around and find it ourselves? About knowing where the observatory is? I'll find it myself. Very well. But if you ever find a servo, think of poor Amadou, his business drying up by the day. Elberethian fool, what just happened? I don't trust that man. Further than I could spit. Lovely. No point trading a robot for a false lead. It's not
The size of this place was nothing compared to Elbereth. But it was more packed with life.
Don't care.
More colour, more people, more business, more hope.
Sure. This place is so happy. I can't imagine Elbereth being like this. Elbereth was once grand, Dahlia. This place is nothing. I see pigs in waistcoats. I mean, it does look lovely. The artwork on the walls. Oh, dude, do you want to talk? You had a thing. Where's your thing? Talk. God, hold still. Hold still. Please, stop, move. If I might ask, what is the plan now? Let's say I sold you to him. Alia Lazra. Just for the sake of argument. Alia, I am not yours to sell. How angry do you think he'd get if you hoppered away after purchase? Could never come back here, but that's not my problem. Very angry indeed. Powerful enemies are not desirable assets. Fine. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Let's look around a little more before we go. I'm thinking we can't actually go and find it ourselves, but giving him the robot, don't want to look around. I don't find the...
Then from behind me came the patter of steps.
Wait! Please. It's Amadou's daughter, the book girl. Yes? You spoke to my father. What of it? I'm leaving this moon now. Tell me about sailing. Does it hurt? You shouldn't believe what you hear about sailing. It's no different than riding a cart. Bloody hell. You're going now? Back to your ship? Back to Iox? No. Is it far? Out there, somewhere. I want to go back to those places. I don't like the places that have people in. Here, I want you to take this. My father gave it to me. It's from somewhere. A library, he said. I don't know what it might open. That's generous of you. God, it's so bright outside. I'm happy to be rid of it. But if you manage to turn it anywhere, then tell me what you find. Bring me a book. There's an inscription on it. Yay, we haven't had an inscription for ages. It's really minuscule. So, what does it say? I have no idea. Oh no, it's the other lady. I have no idea. Why would I know? I had scribes for that kind of thing. This one is several words. She's got good eyes. Speaking of, I have to do my eye exercises. Gotta look out the window as far away as I can for just a few seconds. Bear with me. I haven't been very good with my eye exercises and my optician's going to tell me off. Can't fix things if I don't do what he says. Looks all nice and autumnal. Really cold though. Sweden has like 3 weeks where it looks and smells and feels like autumn to me, that is to say. And then the temperature drops. And for some reason colder temperatures seem to suppress scents, as in smells, not senses. Which is a shame. But it still looks lovely. If a tad bright, my eyeballs. Okay, small silver key. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like going to the inhabited places. You have these weird stilted conversations. The camera is awful. And the world building is lackluster, I'm afraid. I think it doesn't feel necessary. I realise what it's trying to do, but I think you would need a longer game for that sort of thing to matter. I think it's best to focus on the story. In this case, that's just my opinion. Alright, Calvin, I'll hydrate. Didn't have time to make a cup of tea this time. Very tired. Somebody just kept getting up in the night and waking me up. Over and over. Thanks. Alright, suggested words we have of, and, at, sees, are, or is, will or should, and maybe, point. So we always go for the biggest ones. So we put sees or watch. A potential point, we will grab it. Oh, point or lead. Grab it. Got it. Will. I'm having trouble grabbing them. So I'm a bit snuffly now. I've been sneezing. I just remember to mute because I'm a lovely person. Oh dear. At. Really, would at go at the end? Doesn't seem right. I'm just going to throw down a bunch and hopefully that will give us our suggestions of the word sizes. Something will point and something sees something at. You can't end with at, it's just not happening. Where? It's not working out for me. Is that, we can drop another point? Point will point. She's going to say, that doesn't seem right. That's all I can think of. She's taking it as a proper translation, but she didn't show me the word separations. No, of course it doesn't make sense, you nutter. I'll see what I can do. Weird camera angle time. New site indicated. Somewhere in the waste. And my name is Mina. I wonder why she trusted me. You do. Perhaps she's an idiot. See, we can't get rid of NK. She certainly looks like an idiot. Okay, that's a bit harsh. You mean she's guessing? Heuristically guessing, yes. I never remember what heuristic means. I don't know why. It's just one of those words that just disappears out of my head. Oh, hang on. I think we went the wrong way. Let me have a look at that inscription again, because I wasn't really thinking it was that. I was waiting for it to do the usual thing where it separates into the different words, but it didn't happen. Okay, we'll plonk the and down. And the will point, will lead. I'm going to put of instead of the at this time. And sees, and this will, come on, give me something. Yeah, you're killing me here. Fine, we'll put down another point just to look weird. It's not triggering. It's just triggering me. Excuse me. I guess we just don't know enough at all. I can't even do a partial one. That's embarrassing. What to do? Maybe I could retire somewhere like this. Oh, no. Seems comfortable. If we can't, like, pretend to sell the robot, we found artifacts leading back to a distant site. The site was old, but what is it? Would the key Mina gave me open its doors? But I don't know enough to find it. Yeah, these blobs, we need hints. We need more hints to find them, but I don't know where else to go. Remember's dig site. Remember's dig site, I remember. No clues on what it might be. Maybe connected to the fall of Iox. Can't see how. Yes. I don't know how to find a site. Okay, the Steel Empire site suggests a moon deep in the rocky caverns of Sculptor's Canyon. Don't know enough. Pre-Empire site. Eclectic series of ancient artifacts pointing to an old location, something from before the Empire itself. A lost city, perhaps. I don't know enough to find it yet. This is the first time I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like we failed with Amadou, but we can't give him the robot. And like Enkai said, we can't pretend to give him the robot. Do we go back anywhere? It doesn't seem to be suggesting that. It usually gives me a little hint. Like, oh, I could go here next. I did find the lost crown of Iox, but there's not more to find. Okay, mercy. The lush rice fields. Found nothing except a curious crystal shard. She misses it. Maybe that means we should go there. If there's any reason to return, I would. Does that mean there isn't any reason? Did we miss something in Iox? Oh. If we visit the market on the Kakis, I refused to talk to the slaves because I didn't want to. So I think we might have to go and talk to the slaves. I hate going to Axe. Me too. Yeah. I didn't finish my sentence. I don't. One of the reasons I don't like going to inhabited moons. We don't find any inscriptions really. Not often. Graveyard Moon. We spent way too much time there. It looks like we're gonna have to head back to Elbereth. No reason to go back, and we were a long time at the Withering Palace. Emperors and their loved ones came to die. Is that what it was? Someone had dug them free. Though I'd still seen some that endlessly rolling up and down the shadowy ramps. You never said that. Above the dais was a mysterious hopper eye and an ancient altarpiece that had triggered ancient memories in Enke. She never said that before. She saw robots down there. Last time she just refused to go down. Should we try to... Okay, we can either try to talk to Amadou again, but it seems to be like, give me a robot, or I'm not telling you anything. Or we have to go all the way back to Elbereth because we didn't talk to the bloody slaves. I wish there was fast travel. You know, I think we're going to have to go back to Elbereth because I was supposed to do that. And I didn't because I don't want to talk to slaves because it's not okay. Back to the ship then. Alright, so I'm getting a bit headachy. I'm sorry I'm a bit whingy today. I haven't had much sleep in the last, years, but generally the last couple of months. I left with rumours of a new site. Sure, let's go with that. Let's not say we failed miserably and have to go back down the other end of the rivers. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I'm going to rest. Okay, I'm going to rest, apparently. Didn't know I could rest. What happens if I rest? Very good, child. Where shall I take her? Oh, this is fast travel, maybe. To Elbereth, perhaps? She's been listening. Back to Elbereth. She just trusts her. Trusts her to sail where she wants, even though, you know, we're not the robot's owners. That's Miari. Fast. Yeah, I mean, the rivers are beautiful and the music is lovely. I'm just a bit impatient. However far I sail, these alleyways will always be my home. I'm feeling a little bit overly tired, but hopefully I get to the end. Catkiss Market. No, that's here, isn't it? Approach the gate. Speak to the gate. Set oyak irefa. Today we're saying Kibenya because it worked last time. Seems to be some kind of portal for pilgrims. Vieni hua sale katalipi. Thanks, Helen. Yeah, so saying one of the names of the goddesses let me through. We tried Kakis and it didn't work, which is weird because that's what everybody uses. So was Kakis a god, but why did it suddenly not work? Alright, where were the sad slave? Is it around here? I think it was up. It was an open sort of place, a little square. Tappy's shop. Oh, we didn't go there before. Let's go to Tappy's shop, apparently.
To strangers, the cat kiss is like a maze. But I'd spent 10 years tearing through these alleyways. could have found my way to Tappy's in the dark.
All right, Tappy's Place. See what this is about. Tappy's Place isn't big, but inside it's a treasure trove. She's actually smiling. Oh, someone in a cloak bustling past. Suspicious. Hold it. Oh. But it's you. Welcome back to Elbereth, Moonflower. Give it back, Tappy. Whatever it is you just took. I confess, I only really saw the bag. But friends, as you know, are friends. So have your no doubt precious brooch back. Now, come in out of the cold.
Tappy's Place was a little museum to junk. Pots and boxes, spoons and hooks and pocket knives.
It's so good to see you back on Elbereth, Alia. The rivers above go dull when you're not with us.
And at the centre of it all was Tappy, grinning away like a skull in a bodysuit.
It's a bodysuit. The innkeeper was called Timur, Caroline. They gave us an item, a golden item. Oh, apparently we weren't replying. I thought perhaps you're feeling serious today. My commiserations. I didn't realise that would disappear, sorry. I thought it was safe to talk. Listen, Tappy. Who buys all this stuff of yours? Respectable people. And a few Elbereth rats too. You don't know any respectable people. No, maybe not, maybe not. But they know me. I want to show you an artifact, apparently. Oh, yes. We'll start with the important ones because we get cut off before. A scrap of paper made on the Heaven's Vault. I don't know why he'd go for papers. This is a scrap of a pocket-sized book filled with precise computations dating from the earliest days of the nebula. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. Interesting. I've not seen anything quite like that. I might be able to make you an offer. No. Yes, this is it. A tablet made of stone. The surface has been inscribed with glyphs too. Would we get the inscription even though we're not going to swap? There's a few words in this one. I hope not. I don't want to give him that piece of paper. I thought it was like, can you have a look at it, not take it. Yeah, I'd be hesitant to go back to Timor because that was where the camera got all stuck and weird. I don't think we need to. We got an artifact from him, had a few drinks. It didn't seem to be like there was much more. But I'd be hesitant to go there just in case. All right, a short inscription here. We've got of, be or is, will or should, and perhaps people. So we'll start throwing them down, see what we can do. Something people will be. There we go. I'm certain my translation for people is right now. Excellent. Okay, so we've got about 4 words? No, 5 words. 2 of them we do not know. Something people will be something. Suggestions are honest, emperors, gods, or together. Related words are bless, of, and welcome. And it doesn't really look like any of those. It's slightly similar to the bit of welcome. Something people will be something. Honest emperors or gods is the only things that fits. We're going to look at the last one. Suggestions are wise, joyful or happy, written, and free. Related words, dead, death, and wind. Well, none of these kind of... I guess some people might say death is freedom, soul is free, that kind of thing. We're going to go with free. It's the closest thing I can think of. So something people will be free. Similar to bless, of, and welcome. Whereas it's got bless in it, we could say God's people will be free. Let's go for that. I'll try that again later. No, don't... Give me back my paper! I think this comes from the same site as the telescope and the scrap of a flag I found earlier. This should help us locate the dig site near Elbarath. Nice. So, if you've seen the merchandise, the tablet for your scrap of a pocket-sized book, don't trade. I've already read it, fool. We're about the knowledge. Thank you for letting me see it. But no. Something else, perhaps, another time. We're not creating a museum here. There. I can't see. Enough evidence collected to locate Rember's something in Regal's past. Anything else? Let me look another time when my eyes have recovered. No, I'm going to show you one now. Because I'm an asshole. I found a few more items you might be interested in. Triangulate the dig site near Elbarath. Hold on to it. I've nothing to trade today. Gutted. Come back some other time. Let's see if he's got any other information. We don't really want to come back. Your shop is full of stuff, Tappy. Is it? I mean, it's stocked. What do you mean you've got nothing to trade? All this? All this was worthless. I'm sure more will flood in soon enough. Alright, so at least you're not trying to rip me off, I guess? Yay? Well, that was... We got the site. We got the site. That's what we wanted. We wanted to find a new site. See you later, Tappy. May your steps stay steady. Oh, he's probably like nicked 3 things anyway. Cool. Cool beans. Return to the yard, I guess. I wouldn't have called it a yard, but I guess I've got weird wordagings. What is going on with my mouse? Right, that's not what we're here for, though. We have to find the sad slaves. But yes, a new site. Hooray! Towards Orai's yard. I don't know if this is the right way, but we're doing our best.
The market never seemed to stop.
Oh, you can get to Tappy's that way. Great. Alright, workers. Let's call them workers, not slaves. This place turns my stomach. I might have ended up like this if it hadn't been for Miyari. But, come on, nothing? You're lost, Farwet? Me? I don't see any other Farwet here. Guess I have to talk to the slave owner. Yes. I want to ask about a man named Remba. Do I? I don't talk about my customers. So Remba was a customer. Ha ha! Genius. If he was, I wouldn't talk about him. You're not gonna help me. Oh man. But I guess we found something still. If you're looking for a worker, I will. But you'd better bring him back fit to work, unlike your friend Remba. I want to talk to the man Remba brought back. And you did talk about him. Boom. You want to hire one of my stock? I just want to talk to him. I'll give you a berry. Then you can pay a fair rate. If that's to dig your plot or whisper to you through the night, that's your affair. Creepy. Just don't break his leg. I won't break anything. Maybe. That's a promise. Oh well. Alright, Alia. I don't accept promises. Ioxians don't respect property. I'm not an Ioxian. Can't you tell? Look at my grubby clothes. Of course you are. You've a Mayamiki trailing at your heels. Not right now, I don't. How much to ask him some questions? Yeah, sometimes they talk like 6 is here. Listen, Salihura. Your Ioxian friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like as leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal. So pay your dues. Might as well let him go then. He's not worth anything to you. I'll make you a deal. You take him off my hands for nothing. And you look after him. Jazzy! Get out here. I know, miracles happen. What time is it? Meet your buyer. Alia, please, says an invisible person. Good faith and greetings to you, Mykis. My name is Alia. I am Yazi, Mykis. What does Mykis mean, Yazi? Better. Oof. I'm not your better, Yazi. Sorry, I have to be a bit moral, whether she would or not. I'm from Elbereth too. You are from Iox, I think. Just as the other one was. What were you digging? Ooh, his arm's the wrong way round. Gross. Somewhere on Elbereth? No. Away. I do not think anyone will hire me as I am now. Away where? Soft tones. We sailed to a moon. Elbereth was visible in his skies. There was nothing there, but he made us dig. We found something. What did you dig up for Remba? I do not know. We had just uncovered a spar of wood when the winch fell on me. I was brought back here. Yeesh. Wood, not metal. You just dumped him here? Okay, I'm going off Remba. No. Not robots then, says a disembodied voice. What were you digging that needed a winch? Step by step. A hole, Alia. A very deep hole indeed. Can you find Remba's moon again? She's probably rich enough if she comes from Iox to help him out. I think so. I think so, yes. Not on a map. I will need to fly with you. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I understand. What makes you think I have a ship? Hmm? You are from Iox. You did not walk here. Let's go back to the ship. Cool beans. We have 2 things we've not done. We can talk there. Seriously, the disembodied voice is clearly supposed to be 6, but... oh shit, I missed it. Or perhaps you're having too much fun. Yeah, it's supposed to be... Shit, I missed the thing. Yeah, it's assuming 6 is here, so it's actually giving 6's dialogue, but NK doesn't come down here. So, but the dialogue is still popping up. Do you know disembodied NK? Oh no, no to Yazi. I do not know. I was hurt before you found anything. Back to the game. With your weird backwards arm. Come on, friend. No doctors here, apparently. Dude, it hurts to look at you. I'll take you to Iox. No, we're not going to Iox. A lot of people sit around in Iox. I do not want to sit around. I want to work. Why would she say that? She's so weird. What the hell would you do on Iox? Dumbass. We're going to the moon. We just said it. No, I'm not talking. I want to go to the bloody moon. She just bugs me when she talks. Which is really unfortunate. For some reason, there's no word for going down. Get kicked out of the temple. Getting a bit of a headache. Give me the camera back. Come on. Oh, okay, I have to walk. Maybe I'll get the camera back if I walk. Yep, there it goes. But she's walked out. Back to the ship. Not... I'm irritable today, clearly. Not appreciating the jank. 25 degrees. Yes, a new site. I'm glad. I just felt it was a bit too endgame, the whole observatory thing. Talk aboard the Nightingale. Yazi claims he can find his way back to the moon where Rembo was working. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and then we will go to the moon and actually find out something new. Yay! So I will be right back. Never mind, it carried on. Who is this unfortunate creature? You dredged him up from a miserable little moon. Sorry, guys. Have you brought him to cook for you? Be quiet, Empress Enki. You forget yourself, creature. Seems your Mayamiki doesn't like me. You can ignore her. It didn't... I know what happened. She has her own problems. Yeah, that we're not going to go into. I only wish to help you, Mike. Please stop talking. Please. You are on the trail of Remba, Micus. He flew us to a tiny place. A rock amongst rocks. I can find the place where the Ioxian had us working, Micus. I know. I know. Without me, I do not think you will ever find it. What makes it so hard to find? This is so frustrating. Sorry, guys. It is a rock. But I know which rock. I don't care. Oh God, please stop talking. Then let's go. Please let me pause. No, no, we've faded to black. I don't... It's so frustrating. The game just doesn't let you make your own decisions a lot of the time, or it just forces you to do things. Urgh. Now I'm taking a bloody break.